Hi guys, alright, so I decided that I'm going to be joining the wonderful world of fidget and finger spinners, and I actually decided that I wanted to create my own. So I opened up Fusion 360, and if you've played the video game Overwatch, you already know where this is from. This is Genji's Shuriken. So I've put this up for download. It's for free. If you check the description or the pinned comment on this video, you guys can go ahead and download the STL file for this, and there'll also be some documentation in there with just some general guidelines for printing this object. But I want to give a big shout out to a good friend of mine, Mohammed, from Red Apple Studios. He was actually the one responsible for bringing this object to life for me, and you'll see shortly I'm going to be showing you some footage from his workshop. And yeah, I just thought that I would get this out of the way first of all, just to tell you guys that if you want to get into the craze, and if you want just a cool little cool looking prop, maybe you're going to be cosplaying as Genji, then you've got your own finger spinner here of his Shuriken. Right, so without further ado, let's move on. Let me show you some more footage from Mohammed's workshop. So as I entered Mohammed's workshop, I was greeted by this really fantastic 3D printed Iron Man helmet, and as you can see, the paint job itself is also phenomenal, and I knew that I was in the right place. This immediately just kickstarted a completely new passion. I wanted to get into 3D printing, and I was completely blown away by this helmet. So I thought I'll just include it in the video as well to show you guys what he's capable of doing, and I really thought that the final outcome of this helmet was fantastic. And that wasn't the only thing that he obviously had printed in his shop. As you can see over here, I also went over to his shelf. He also created this awesome T800 3D printed Scar. You can see over there again with a really awesome paint job on it. But what was really interesting over here, he was basically telling me all the different types of materials he uses, like resin and your standard PLA plastic. So just giving me a little bit of a rundown of the general materials that are used in 3D printing. So it was really an awesome eye-opener for me, and you can see over there he's got quite a lot of little small projects and big projects that he's worked on. And over here he was basically showing me how to get rid of all the roughness from 3D printing an object. So he calls it his trade secret, and you can see the before and after in this image as well. So again, just giving me a lot of little tips and tricks when it comes to 3D printing and how to bring it to a finish as well. So after giving me an awesome tour of his workshop, it was now time to actually 3D print my finger spinner, and this was a surreal moment for me because this was the first time ever that I was 3D printing something. So the 3D printer that we used is the Wanhao Duplicator 6, and he basically let me go through the entire process of sending the different STL files between computers. We also created caps for the finger spinner within Fusion 360, and those caps actually came in handy because when I actually took the finger spinner home, obviously I did some post work on it. I ended up spray painting it, so those caps came in handy to actually protect the ball bearing from being spray painted. So when I got home, I decided to do some post work on this, but obviously the finish could have been way better if I took a lot more time with this, because if I decided to sand down all those rough edges as well, that would have helped a lot. So over here, this was just a video. I told my dad to put the finger spinner on his pinky, and there we go, it's fully functional. But I wasn't happy, still wasn't happy with the end result over here. I decided that I was actually going to use some acrylic paint. So I had some gesso primer that I painted on certain areas, and I painted that with black and green paint, as you can see over there, just to give it that final finish and that iconic look from the video game Overwatch. But like I said, the finish could be a lot better if I took some time to just sand down some of the rough edges. But there we go, this is me spinning the finger spinner. Okay, so that's going to be the end of our video, guys, and again, huge shout out to my buddy Mohammed from Red Apple. So if there's anyone locally in South Africa or even internationally that needs some 3D printing services, you can go ahead, give him, hit him up, tell him what you need. I'm sure he'll be more than welcome to assist you guys as well, because he helped me a ton. He helped me bring this object to life, and he taught me quite a bit about 3D printing as well. So I'm giving you guys this object, and maybe this can even kickstart somebody else's interest in 3D printing, and maybe this can be your first object as well. So it was an awesome experience for me. I'm definitely going to play around with some more 3D printing. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Go ahead, download this Genji Shuriken if you guys want it. It's free. And as always, stay tuned for some more videos and tutorials. Alright, thank you for watching and goodbye.